Hey, Gut Fox here. We're going to do a lineup update. I kind of want to go through the guys' stats one by one. If you stuck around for the end of the shopping spree, you've seen this already, these guys, but I'm going to go more in-depth with it here. Why I like each one of the players, why I use them, where I use them. We're going to go through offense, defense, talk about what improvements we still can make, what things would come, and so on. All right, let's start on offense here with this Gunslinger Vic. Now, he's got stats upon stats, and you can't hate that. 96 speed won't be top till golden tickets, and golden tickets are going to struggle to get the 96 speed, I think, depending on the quarterback, of course. But 98 throw power, 95 short, 92 medium. Now, 92 medium is a little bit of an issue. I've missed some passes, and I've missed some short. 95 short, you wouldn't think would miss anything, but it does. Same with deep. It's unfortunate. I think he's got pretty bad traits in the gunslinger. I think the gunslinger kind of throws things off. I don't like that. I've thrown some balls on the back of linemen's heads on some out routes. That doesn't help. So he doesn't play up to his stats. I mean, obviously, he's the best out of the pocket, best deep thrower in the game, but he's not flawless, which is too bad. I mean, you can really never expect a card to be flawless. I think I'm going to go back to the regular Vic, though. As the Marshawn Lynch, this is a borrow from Sahara Joe, so we can kind of ignore that as a lineup update. I just kind of wanted to show him. We can show stats across from Blunt, with the guy I'm going to be running with. Blunt's a little bit slower, so he doesn't got that, run away from the cop speed. He's got the more just pounded up the middle. A lot heavier than Lynch. Lynch is listed at 215 in-game, which is unfortunately lighter than Peterson. Which, I guess, Peterson at 217. Being 6'1", he's got 2 inches. I don't know. I don't see it based on those body compositions. It does seem like Marshawn should be a couple pounds more. Anyways, high carrying versus Peterson's low carrying. That's the biggest difference between these two. The 2 speed is pretty huge, but the price difference is ginormous too. So really, on my 3 running backs, I'll have Coleman, Austin, and Blunt when all is said and done. These guys are going to kind of be change of pace guys. Austin out of the backfield to receive the ball and maybe some screens or something, and then Blunt just kind of like hit it inside, and these guys to hit it outside. Then Peterson also to mix in with Blunt as the inside runner. He's an inside-outside guy. Mike Evans, a great run blocker. Same with Sterling Sharp. Sorry, Sterling, his brother, Shannon's brother. So we'll compare the two. Sterling at 93 speed, so I don't have any boosts on him. I don't like either of his chemistries, which kind of suck. But his other stats are pretty darn good. 95 catch in traffic. He's a little short for our liking. Route running equal between the two. And then, like I said before, these guys are going to be in like my deuce close scheme and are going to be my outside run blockers. Let's just move down a little bit once there's impact. I missed it. There it is, 68. Ran right past 68 and 71. So, amazing run block out of both of them to kind of seal the edge on our stretches and counters and whatnot. But, anyways, I like them both. Mike Evans, being taller, helps a little bit getting those spec catches or those high passes from Vic he frequently throws at his low trajectory. And Julio Jones, I don't know, he doesn't seem as good without his present chemistry, which kind of sucks. Still speed, but not, that +1 speed on 94. Getting that chemistry really boosts every single one of his stats, essentially. Without the chemistry, he isn't nearly as good, I've found. He drops the ball a little bit more, which is, to be fair, he's got, giving those +1s helps a little bit. But still a very solid hop-end receiver. I think I'm going to stick with him for a while. Martellus Bennett is here for the chemistry. If we can look down these chemistries here, we'll go through them quick here. That pass chemistry I got going, get the +1 speed and everything. Bennett, his job is to run block and catch high passes for me. And occasionally, and frequently, he'll get out routes for me too, and then try and truck somebody and move forward. Vernon Davis, he's my guy on a drag and streak routes too. Yeah, he'll catch high passes very well, but with that mobile blocker tier 2 at 90 speed, deadly. Just deadly. Look at that. 87 run block on him too. So he really has done a lot of good things for me. 6'3", he catches high passes pretty darn well too, and holds on to him despite his low catching in traffic. Urlacher, the J word is just there to run block. 88 run blocking, 85 speed, hopefully to catch the edge. Awareness a little bit lower than we'd like, in order to identify blocks. All right, on to the offensive line. Conklin here for Secure Protector. I love Secure Protector, as you see. 3 of them. I mean, it's necessary. It's kind of a cheat code, I feel. All right, I got one Munoz still to sell. We'll compare him to the limited time Munoz, though. But this Conklin at 93 run block, 95 pass block. Beautiful. With the mobile blocker tier 2. So he's also fast too at 79 speed. I don't really, the tackles don't really need to move too much. They don't go out on screens. They don't pull unless you... I'm sure there are some pulls. All right, so decent run block. 93 is a little bit lower than you like to see, especially with like ends having like, you can get James Harrison up to like 98 block shed. Yonda here, he's let me down a couple times. He gets shed. I mean, 94 run block, 96 pass block, like the best guard in the game. 94, 96 when guys that he's going against, those D tackles have 99. They can get up to 99 or base. He's got IP times 2. And the base defensive tackles have like 98. Or sorry, 95 block shed. Paradis, I bought him back. Fit the chems, 96 run block, 91 pass block. Not much to say here. Solid center. Nothing that really shoots out at you. I mean, 96 run block is really good. And he's like 300 pounds, so he's not the heaviest guy. Next up, Matthews. I didn't have him for a long time, but I decided to get him. Just because his chemistry's fit, we can get that IP, and he's a 94, 93 on the run block. Pass block, Spectrum. And then, of course, Munoz on the left side. Holding it down with a 96 run block. Nothing too bad there. 93 pass block, boosted by the Secure Protector. And he hasn't... he's done pretty good so far. I don't remember any sacks from his side yet. Potentially there's been some. I just haven't recalled them off the top of my head. I got my user here. Ellerby's there for chemistry. I sub an Urlacher for that. This Jones, if you can get him tiered, if his milestone, not this card, his milestone, if you can get that, you can get like 91 speed. And he's almost as good a user as Shaz for a quarter of the price. Not even a quarter. Much less than that of the price. Essentially a free card. All right, Von Miller, because he's on the solos. Von Miller, pass rushing. And then I sub in Sean Taylor, left outside linebacker, my 3-3-5. David, again, same thing. Harrison, you go to right end. Von Miller goes left end. Reggie White goes to D tackle. These motivators are here just for the boosts. I could get this lineup to 99 pretty easy. Just a 99 lineup would be cheaper than the current one I have if I wanted to get there. I got Blunt on the outside, Brown, Lane, and Ramsey. What do they all have in common? They're shooters. You know, I like to say I hang with shooters or big hitters, block shatters. Guys that can force the ball out of your hands. Brown isn't as great as, I say, Lane or Blunt at being that shooter. And Barry's got decent hitting power, but Krause is kind of he's being tested right now. He's doing pretty well. I've seen some hits where he's knocked the ball out of receivers' hands. You know, I've seen some ones that they haven't. But he's got some pretty good picks. You know, he's tall. We can compare him to Malloy. Malloy is still a backup for me. And I could put Malloy. If I put Malloy in there, he'll get that pass chemistry, and he'll get field general up on Shaz, so he gets some extra speed there too. But, I mean, 94 speed on Krause with his pick specialist active. Hot hands, but I don't use him. Deep defender is an okay chemistry. It's nothing out of this world. But the speed on pick specialist is so amazing. So 94 speed at 6'3". Pretty good. 96 acceleration, 96 play rec. 93 man coverage, 96 zone, 93 pursuit on this Krause. This is going to be like the best strong safety for a while. Like, who's going to beat this? Like, he's going for a song, just about. 600K. He should go up a little bit as he's exiting packs here. But, I mean, his other card will sink, so maybe that'll drive down his limited price because his other card is so similar to this card. But anyways, yeah, he's a man who can do it all. If you play man coverage, get this man. And then Eric Berry's on the free safety side of it. He does nothing except make plays for me. Dude's always getting picks. I don't know what it is about this Berry card. A lot of people said the same thing about Krause being such an amazing card. I've had a lot more luck with Berry just balling out. Maybe more guys are testing my free safety, my strong safety. Yeah, I guess they kind of are going to the left side. More often they're left-handed than right-handed I've been facing. But yeah, he's great. I mean, he's a little bit better hit power than Krause, too. That's Krause's biggest downside. You know, he's got the man coverage, but he loses the hit power for it. But yeah, 6 foot nothing. Barry goes up and just rakes the ball out of people's hands. Pretty exciting card overall. 92 speed, so a little bit slower than Kraus. Came down at 94. But again, I mean, 82 man coverage, but man coverage is kind of broke anyways. So you can be safe with it, like Allstate. Defensive line, I explained that. Reggie White, great. You guys have seen that review. Miller, too. But yeah, that's the defense. This is getting a little long. My punter kicker. I was thinking about I probably should get the kicker with better kick power to bring him in at the end of the games. The only thing it would screw up with my timing. But Austin's my return man right now. Nothing too crazy there. I don't really bust too many returns. Might upgrade that. But that's it. That's the lineup update. Hope you guys like it. I've streamed this weekend with this lineup. It did pretty well for me. You know, there were some errors with Vic and whatnot, but otherwise, I had a blast. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.